So here we are at St Catherine's Oratory on the Isle of Wight. The staircase up there leading to this rolling green hills for the climb and walk up. Some absolutely fantastic views here over the cliffs and towards the Needles, which will be shown soon. Built around 1328, this is locally known as the Pepperpot, and local legend has it that Walter de Gorton, the Lord of Shale, took wine from a shipwreck in the bay which came from a French monastery. So he was fined, and Penance was to build this beacon to warn others and passing ships of the dangers. He was obviously fined, excommunicated, and had to build this. It fell into disuse when obviously the monasteries were dissolved, and I think that was around about 1530s. But the beacon, however, was used until the 17th century. And when I show you the inside, you can see there's still some black staining soot marks on the roof of the oratory. Um, as I say, you have to excuse the shaky camera work here. It was a very windy and uneven ground walking up. Now here's the little gate at the top. If you walk through this field, you'll have to be very careful of the cows and deposits that they make. The farmer obviously uses this; it's active farmland, and it's a very steep walk. So be careful, but well worth it once you get up there. Walking up now, we can see the top, the Pepperpot. Beautiful structure, considering it stood there for hundreds and hundreds of years. And there's the views across the Isle of Wight, and that's the English Channel. And the White Cliffs there, obviously going round towards the Needles. So just walking up now, and actually towards the back of the Pepperpot, you can actually see the foundations of what would have been the monastery, or actually oratory, which I believe is where people would have gone for silent prayer back in the days, obviously when we were Catholic before the Church of England took over. A lot of these gates now are sponsored on the Isle of Wight and have them little plaques on. So walking up, this is where it gets even steeper as we're heading towards the Pepperpot, and there it is, looking almost like a rocket, but a testament to the building standards of the time that this has sat on top of a hill so high up and hasn't faltered at all. We can see there, apparently actually excavated around. There was a Bronze Age burial mound up here, and also a lime kiln remains. And the lime kiln, they believe, was used to make the mortar that was used for these rocks and stone. One can only guess, how did they get it up there back in the 1300s? So taking a look around, it's actually in great condition, great condition. We can see there obviously the holes at the top where the firelight would have been seen afar, warning of the land and impending dangers to shipping. And there we have the doorway. Now going in, which you can do. Watch your head if you're tall. I'm quite tall, so nearly hit that. And you can see inside, very rustic, very basic. Little bit of blacking up the top from where the fires were, and these sort of absolutely fantastic windows, which look out. Obviously, I'm guessing maybe back in the day there'd have been another doorway there, stairs up. One can only guess. One can only guess. However, amazingly built and amazing it is still standing today. And there you go. That's like a little castle where they used to fire the arrows out of. I'm sure they didn't do that here. And what looks like another doorway. But again, brilliant. And there's the obviously little signage that's up there telling you about it, where I've got a little bit of my information from and online. And across the way is the salt pot. We have the Pepperpot, now the salt pot. This would have been the foundations of a lighthouse, started in 1785. However, like most things, wasn't completed here. And now there's a lot of radio aerials, because it's so high up. Radio aerials, it's got a lot of 3G. I think they're turning that off. So there we go. Thanks for watching, and click to subscribe.